My next claim is that Donald Trump's economic plans would increase inflation and devastate the economy. Right?
So under the Trump administration, inflation was consistently at 2%. Under Biden-Harris, it's 5.5.
What do you
It's
think
more
the
than triple.
biggest contributor to the Biden-Harris inflation has been?
Well, you could say the supply chain, but I would say the bills that they passed, the Inflation Reduction Act, had nothing to do with inflation.
Okay, so
Nothing to do with their
what
policy.
was the huge event that probably triggered a ton of inflation because of all the knock-on effects from it? There was a really big event that happened in the past 5
You're
years.
referring to COVID?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So COVID happened. So if we look at Donald Trump's administration and we look at what he did, he ran massive budget deficits. He did nothing to cut spending. He did giant tax cuts, right? And he pressured the Fed to keep interest rates
Well,
low.
Harris adds like $1 trillion per year to the.
Yeah, but at least they can argue for why they would have deficits, right? Because they're trying to save us from a massive recession, which more or less they did.
We already hit recession a couple times.
No, not really, no.
Yeah, by the letter of the law we have.
Okay, if you want to say that we have, then it was a soft landing at worst. Okay, but it's nowhere near as bad as it could have been. But at least we were coming into an economic crisis they probably had to spend for. Why did Donald Trump run massive budget deficits when he was sitting on a great economy that he inherited from Obama?
It wasn't a great economy.
It was an amazing economy. The stock markets were posting all-time highs for like 3 or 4 years before he even came into office.
And the guy even higher under him.
They did. They continued to grow, yes, but why did he have to run budget deficits to do that?
I mean, his tax cuts actually helped everyone. It helped me as a middle class person.
Of course, because he did deficit spending. Deficit spending always helps. It gives you more money. Yeah. But how would this ever help inflation?
Well, there was no inflation under Trump.
Yeah, because the economy and everything in the world was growing too, right? COVID hadn't shut everything down yet.
Right.
But I'm saying that Donald Trump's administration.
Even his last month in office, though, was 1.4%. Biden can't even get that in his best.
Yeah,
month.
but are we gonna cite like the year of COVID as like these are the?
Well, yeah, I mean, if you want to be fair too, under COVID, the last few months, unemployment was terrible. So if you want to go off that too, but as soon as the country opened back up, they try to take all this credit, all these jobs that were just bounced back.
Sure, and I wouldn't. I think that's pretty stupid to say that we
Right.
created this many jobs or whatever. So I'm not giving them credit for that necessarily. Of
Right.
course they
But
would.
then-
But I'm just saying that when we look at just for inflation, everything that Donald Trump talks about when he wants to come back in his next term seems like things that would just be inflationary. He wants to tariff everything.